Hello everyone, and this is General J with you with another video. And today, early morning to be exact, we have the new Soul Exchange portal. So this video is going to be explaining some of the heroes that are in this portal, and from these three tiers, what would be the wisest choice to take. I mean, nobody can give you the right advice except yourself, because the choice depends on a lot of things, especially what kind of variety in your roster do you have, and what kind of alliance do you play. Do you do events? Do you do alliance quests? Do you do mythic titans? Do you have your titan teams ready, etc, etc? So it's mainly you need to look at your roster and see what do you miss, and of course how many heroes can you give away, how many crappy heroes of the month or season 1 heroes can you give away. So this is basically going to be much influential in your choice. So tier 1, let's look at these heroes. First, Melisna. When she got out, she was kind of heavily expected, but it proves out she is nothing special. Maybe choose her if you need defense down for Titan, because she has these two alternatives in her special. So minus defense or minus attack. She's mainly used, I think, in wars, and somebody uses her for Titans, but I think there are better defense down options. Okay, Hanitra, also a very good hero of the month. We have this dodge and boosted health on dodge. Not a fan of her, but she can be annoying. I have one of her maxed, but don't use her often. Gregorian, an old hero of the month, 2018, and this is definitely the guy I would suggest from tier 1, because he gives plus 30% critical chance for 3 turns, and he does very good 455% damage. So he's mainly used at Titans and Mythic Titans, so this crit will boost your Mythic Titans hits definitely, because the blue Mythic Titan cannot be defensed down. So, and he also gives plus 5% attack and defense to all the green allies. So he will be a very good choice for me, but maybe also for you in this tier 1 for 10 heroes. Russell, also hero of the month. Not bad. His special never misses the target. He does a damage and burn over time. So, for example, he goes good with this guy with the Emilio that goes burn, because the Russell will gain mana when people on the opposite side are burned. So not a bad hero of the month. This is the 2021, so the era when we started to get a little bit stronger heroes of the month. Also good combined with Jean-Francois. I have one maxed, but don't use him so much, because his attack stat is not going very high. And the last we have Vila. We all know the story about Vila. She was overpowered, then she got nerfed, then she got boosted up again with the damage. So now fast speed. She's kind of good because she has this minion. She negates minion effects on her. So today we have kind of minion meta, so she can be very useful. She will be like a second choice. I have one maxed, so don't need a duplicate of that. So from tier 1, I think Greg or Vila, but it depends on your roster, of course. Let's go to tier 2, 15 heroes required. Okay, so Ludwig. I don't know what this guy even does here. You know, what is he doing in tier 2? He should be in tier 3. This hero is very, very good. Don't get fooled by slow speed. We all know that what Ludwig does. So the taunt, the defense up, 84% defense up, and mana, he is giving mana to the allies on each side. So we all know this guy is going to be in each rush defense. So always put him left on him, left on the left side put a reviver, and on the right side put a strong hitter, and you already have a strong team. So this guy is probably going to be my choice, because my purple heroes are kind of my weakest, and apart from Bera, I don't have a solid purple tank. And also Ludwig can be used both in defense and attack. He's not a strong Titan hero, but still can be useful because of this mana boost. So he is very, very good. I think he should be for 20 heroes, not for 15. Let's go further. Caitlyn. I have Caitlyn. I love to use her because she is a mass dispeller. She dispels everyone. Even if you have an opposition with a taunt on, she's going to dispel the taunt and she's still going to hit all the enemies. So she's going to only do dispel on taunt, but she's still going to hit all enemies. So because the dispel is going before the damage. And of course, she has these stacks of mana generation and healing like all the Slayer does. So if you have at least one Slayer, Caitlyn is a good choice. I have 3 Slayers maxed, and playing with all 3 can be very, very fun. Next up is Cristobal, the hero from the Magic family. His passives are not that good, minus 20% attack, but his special is very, very good. So he does, on the first charge, he does a lot of damage. So the damage is 500% if the target has less than 50% health remaining. So finisher on the first mana charge, and the second mana charge he is hitting all enemies. He's doing 430% on all enemies if the target has more than 50% health remaining. So second charge is for start. He's a very good hitter, but mainly I think can be used both in attack and defense. I don't think maybe you can use him on Titans because he's hitting pretty hard. But then you have to, yeah, he's not going to deal 500% because Titan is not going to have less than 50% health, or maybe that works on Titans. Let me know in the comments. But all in all, very good hero. Next up we have Ceres. Ceres is another Slayer. Very good hero, excellent hero. I have this one also maxed. So next to Caitlyn and Ceres, I also have Sinan. So this is an all-round hero. You can use it in war defense, in regular PvP, on Titan, on events. A lot of people use her on events because she gives minus 54% defense for 3 turns. And she hits 315%. So very good damage and the defense down. So that's very, very solid hero. Stats are also pretty good, and she's a fighter class, so she can revive. So basically she will be a very, very good choice from this tier. And the last we have Cobalt. Cobalt is when he got out, he was kind of OP with his second and third charge. He's hitting pretty hard, but the thing that troubles me with Cobalt is the bypass defensive buffs. The third charge used to be 100% bypass to defensive buffs. But the problem about Cobalt is you cannot bypass dodge, and the dodge is still the most effective defensive buff next to health boost and mana boost. But I think dodge is very, very, very good for defense, so he can hit pretty hard. And I have mine on 20 emblems and limit broken, but I don't use him a lot anymore, mainly because I have reached better heroes. But sometimes he can be used very good on the in war. I don't use him on Titans anymore because I realized that with Glenda and Pengi I do much more damage than just by taking Cobalt. So from tier 2 I will definitely suggest Ludwig. If you don't have him, you must take Ludwig. And then maybe some of the Slayers, Caitlyn and Cyrus, because they are both very commonly used in all situations. And the last 20 heroes required, the tier 3, of course the Queen of Freak. We all know the very best rush attack tank. Maybe she has, these times she has some of the other heroes maybe standing next to her, you know, like maybe Alfrika is not the best tank anymore, but still very, very useful and very good. She is very slow apart from Ludwig. That's why I think Ludwig should be down here instead of Alfric, and Alfric should be for 15, but who am I to ask? So yeah, if you don't have Alfrike, I don't have Alfrike, and I've been chasing her for a long time, but I decided to take Ludwig because I have some options for very fast war, and of course we are getting more and more heroes that can survive Alfrike's 5 cubes or that can cleanse or stuff like that. For example, 3-star green Faz is very good against Alfrike, so we will see. If you don't have Alfrike, if you all have purple season 1 or weaker heroes as tanks, then take Alfrike. Next we have Faline, excellent hero, fast yellow wizard. So she does the target damage to 3, and she gives a debuff of minus 64% mana generation for 3 turns. That's big. Minus 64% is very, very big. So she is commonly used in the raid defenses, but also in attack. So a very good PvP hero. Also Circus Family is good. If you only have one hero, you get 50% chance to cleanse the hero's most recent cleansable status ailment at the end of each turn. That's very good. So you can this 2 heroes 75. That's very good. So 3 heroes you are going to cleanse yourself each turn. So that's very powerful. So she can get a big hit, and also minus mana generation is very good. So yeah, if you are low on yellows, Faline is a good choice. Okay, so Frigg, we all know her costume is coming in the next Valhalla event, and we all know what Frigg does. So green defense down. So I will not suggest taking her from this tier because she's kind of outdated, but I think for me, she's better than Cristobal if you need to take green. So if you don't have a green defense down, the problem with Frigg is her damage depends, and her defense down depends on the number of tiles. So she's good for Mythic, but not for regular Titan. We getting to see her less and less in the war defenses, but still, if you are a newer player, she could be a very good choice. And also she's rogue, so those annoying dodges that she can have when you want to finish her off and she just dodges and dodges. So yeah, she can be very annoying. Next up, Emilio. This guy, when he come out first time, I thought he's OP, but not a lot of people have him, and those who have him say that he's not that great. When I met him in defense, usually he's very, very annoying because He is very fast, and that immunity to status elements and the burn is just ticking away your HP. And he also heals all allies, so yeah, he can be hard in defense. Very good hero. Also circus, so we have 2 circus heroes and 2 slayer heroes. Yeah, so Emilio could be a solid choice if you are missing on your PvP or war defense, but I don't see him used anywhere else. So not a good for Titan and not good for events, so mainly for PvP. And the last is Finley with a costume. So we have a pirate family, attack bonus and mana generation for 2 or more heroes. So single pirate is not doing anything from the family bonus. We unloaded the regular Finley, so we know what he does. He gives the defense down and hits multiple targets if there are multiple buffs on them. So basically the costume does the same, but only with better damage. And I think the minus defense down is increased, so 56% defense down is very, very high. His attack stat is pretty high. So if you have regular Finley maxed, also he's a fighter, so yeah, revives. If you have a regular one maxed, this could be a very, very solid choice. I mean, there are now a lot of blue 5 stars with the defense down, so if you are missing the defense down, definitely take Finley, but you know, for war, attack, for defense, for Titans, so he's all-round hero. So from tier 3, I would suggest definitely either Finley or a Freaky, depends on your roster. All the 3 other heroes are very good, but these ones are the ones that still can be used even after so much time. So guys, I already told you I will take Ludwig, and I already prepare the heroes to exchange. I am exchanging Leo and Manjana because I already have some duplicates. Elkanan, this all season 1. King Arthur, I already had one maxed. Margaret, Villa, I get Kagiborado because I think he's a duplicate. Salmon Loki, I really don't know what to do with him. Tell me in the comments if I'm wrong, but this hero for me is completely useless. I don't know what to do with him. So I'm going to take him also. Evradir, also for me very weak hero of the month. Anitra, because I already have one, I'm going to take 2 Tahirs and 1 Morax. I choose 2 Tahirs and 1 Morax because I think Morax is a very solid hero of the month, because he gives mana generation down, and he does the HP down. So what is called, reduces the max health. Yeah, so I think 2 of him will be good, and Tahir is just a sniper. Yeah, he gives bleed. I can use with 1 of him, don't need more of him. So these are going to be my 15 heroes, and I'm going to select Ludwig and exchange. So these are the heroes. I will take a picture that I'm going to change for Ludwig. I will show you now. I have some emblems, and okay, so I have 1,000 paladin emblems for him, and I have 34 royal tabards, so it's not going to be hard for me to max out Ludwig, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get him maxed for the next rush attack war, maybe for the one after that. So yeah, basically I'm lucky that I got him, and we are going to put him here in the leveling team. So our funny is we are going to wait. Where is Ludwig? Come on. Ludwig. Okay, he's here. So these are the heroes that I'm currently leveling, and hope to see Ludwig and Water Pipe. So Water Pipe is going to be for next rush, I think. And this is it, guys. I hope some of my explanations helped you in choosing, but as I said, mainly it's what you have in your roster, and what do you really want, and what do you really chase, and the style. How do you play events, do you have tanks for each war or not? So basically, yeah, this is the thing that you're going to decide what are you going to choose. So guys, before I go, I have reached 300 subscribers on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. I would like to thank everyone who is watching my videos, and hope to have more and more subscribers. And thank you all guys for liking, for commenting, for sharing in my videos. I am not a professional at YouTube. I am doing this only for fun and as a hobby. So basically, cheers and a lot of love from General J. See you in the next video. Bye.